Yes, we are trying to add some manure. So it's organic. This is 100% organic. So we do manure. We are adding well decomposed manure from cow dung.
Okay.
Yes, so we are applying. It's after 6 months that we apply. So we were due for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe someone might be wondering, and he can show us just from the bottom to the top. What is this? Must it always have this kind of support?
Yes, it's very important to have.
So maybe you can tell us the importance of this, the importance of these threads, and also the importance of.
Well, in the beginning,
like you see the black tire somewhere.
Yes.
Okay.
So in the beginning, what you plant are these 4. You planted purple. What we did is we planted 4 vines. So there's 1, there's 2, 3, and 4. So we did 4 vines, and for you to plant it, you need to now prune it to make sure that it grows straight.
Okay.
So you plant actually the flat surface, but sometimes you may not necessarily get the flat surface. As it grows, you can see that this is twisted. No problem with that. Yeah, for those who are growing dragon fruit, all you have to do is make sure you have a support system for it. Because this place has a lot of wind, and so sometimes you find that if you don't hold this to support it, in the beginning there are no roots, so it will fall off and break. So you don't want that to happen. So what happens is that you tie it in order to, first of all, prune it to enable it to grow straight. And as it becomes firm, you can see that there are roots. It starts to pull out roots. In fact, it is good enough now we could remove off all these ropes. But in the beginning, some people use banana fibers to tie, but I found out that banana fibers will dry off and then it breaks off before the roots have attached there. So I use this called a fish rod to tie along the way so that it is firm and that it is growing. So somewhere along the way you have to, there's some science you do, you must again tip it to induce further growth. Now the tires are put before this vine has reached maybe the middle because they have a lot of thorns. So we install the tires because this dragon fruit can weigh over 100 kilos. Some of them, if you can see, there are more than 5 fruits on it. At some one point, you may have up to even 50 fruits coming from here because every thorn is a potential fruit or another stem or another vine. Okay, so you need tires to support it. It's part of the pruning process. So what happens is that once you tip it at about 15 centimeters from the top, you now allow new branches will come and you allow them to pass through the tire and to come out as an umbrella. So when they now fall, that's when they start fruiting. So it's so important that the tires are placed for support system. As you can see, there are some wires here to hold the tires, and then it's tied very well. So you prune the dragon fruit to enter through the tire, and then they are free to come out, you know, so that it has a very strong base to carry the weight. That is, as I said, it may weigh up to 100 kilos. So this is a very strong structure, and I recommend using a concrete pole because you invest once and you can have this for over 20, even I think 30 years. So you put something here, and then you see the thorns, the roots. It doesn't go so deep, so the roots keep growing along it. Yeah, so that is the reason why we have this, why we tie the ropes and also ensure that we have this for the support structure. One, it grows very well in a hot climate, you know, like a desert plant. So in an area that needs 6 to 8 hours of sunlight, that was good. And so we thought if we started this here in northern Uganda, in Gulu City, it would grow, and if it succeeds, we can now, you know, with a proof of concept, give this idea to other people and say, hey, you can actually try this and do. And I can tell you, in 11 months, we got our first fruits. 11 months. Usually you can get it between 11 to say 1.5 years and so on, depending on the soil. Uganda has one of the best soils, right? And so we thought this would actually work here. And indeed, in 11 months, we got our first fruits. As you look around the farm, you'll see that we have plenty of fruits.